So now, by the baptism of his suffering, hear it? He was baptized into suffering. Have you ever noticed that? He was baptized into death. He was baptized into resurrected life. That's the baptism of the Holy Spirit. You gave birth to the church. Do you hear something new? Do you hear hope? You hear hope coming out of conflict? I do. Delivered us from slavery to sin and death and made with us a new covenant by water and spirit. Suffering is a human creation. Suffering rises out of shame, guilt, and blame. Afflictions are of this world. I know there's others that are afflicted, more than just Nancy Tony. Would you pray with me now? Holy Spirit, lead us not into the temptations of suffering, but deliver us from such evil. In his ascension, you exalted him to sit and reign with you at your right hand. And so now, just some instructions. As you feel led, and only as you're led by the Holy Spirit, not by the pastor, let's do this out of respect for one another. There's 6 stations here. There are 6 stations on 3 here, and there's 2 in the back. One person at a station at a time. Give me, when you're done with your time of prayer, receiving a cracker and a little bit of juice, listen to the words that Jesus spoke from the cross. In other words, do this in remembrance of him. Remember, if you don't remember anything else when you come to Holy Communion, remember to listen to the Father say, or the Son say on your behalf, Father, forgive Robert because he doesn't know what he's doing. Now, you put your name in there. Let God whisper your name. All right? So let's do that. But first, let's do this. On the night in which he gave himself up for us, he took bread, gave thanks to you, broke the bread, gave it to his disciples, and said, when the supper was over, he took the cup, gave thanks to you, gave it to his disciples, and said, drink from this, all of you. This is my blood of the new covenant, poured out for you and for many for forgiveness of sins. Do this as often as you drink it in remembrance of me. So now, as you are led, go to a station, stay there as long as you want. You may take your mask off when you get to the station. I just ask that when you're done to leave the empty cups and everything sitting where it is, and I will come behind and I will clean that station, and then we'll set the next table. Come to the Feast of the Victory as you're led. has not been served. Rick, do you have another song? Okay. We're still trying to get our act together, guys. May I just share one moment of personal privilege? Coming behind with a Lysol. What a blessing. Coming behind with a Lysol. Was a blessing. For every time I sprayed that stuff, it was like I was hearing the voice of God say, "See, they don't know what they're doing." Oh, but I do. The Lord knows what He's doing. The Lord knows that mercy is a vaccine for judgment. The Lord knows that paradise is a place that exists in the midst of the chaos of the world. I'm glad y'all asked me to come back as a retired pastor. I wouldn't have got to do this. You see how selfish I am? No, the privilege is to stand side by side with all hope. Now,